When I was young, my father is also in movie business. He write music for a movie. So I studied piano when I was about 5, classical, and then we turned into guitar at that time about 60s, the Elvis Presley, Rick Nelson, and all things. And then I became a musician. I played guitar in the nightclub, and then I played piano, and then I become a MC in a show, which is very successful before, called Nancy and Michael. It's a variety show. So, and then I'm the music director of RTV, radio, fiction, television, and I compose a lot of songs. And then because my background and movie and music, and then get involved in music a lot. So I write a lot of score for Jackie Chan. I started acting when I was a child star, 5 years old. And then I did a lot of Mandarin film as an actor. So I know a lot of movie business people, So I know Jackie about 20 or 25 years. We were good friends all together. And then I'm the producer of Jackie Chan's first album when I was in Capital Artists at that time. The elder Si Hing, that means in the same class, but he's more senior than me, So that's why we know each other, because when we were child star, I know a lot of film business guy, He's our idol, for sure. At that time also, he's very energetic. And then when he come back, did the movie called Enter the Dragon. We did some vocal background for his music, He bring in a synthesizer with all the new songs, Joo, 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 those songs, So that's why we pick up a lot of things from him too. When he is a stuntman, his life is sort of like a stuntman, drink a little bit at night time, and then fool around a little bit. But gradually, he's very hard study, His education background is not so good, but he can speak English, and then he knows his mind is very quick, I think. So when you tell him something, he will think about it for one night, and then next day he will tell you, that's good. So I will do it. It's something like that. It's very quick. When I persuaded him to sing, did a Cantonese album, and then gradually he can accept all the new things, So he can sing the Cantonese pop and many Mandarin songs. But now he's a very good singer now. It takes time, he's a very hard studier. So I also went to Japan with him, and then he recorded a Japanese album. That was fun. We always went to the studio and sit in Jackie's office, and then we talk. We bullshit a lot, And then it become something like movie, right? You always have to talk. Already finished. The first cut is quite a long version. Jackie shot a lot of footage, right? And then the final cut becomes about hour and a half, and then we have to see the film, and then we think of a theme song first, a melody theme. So we put a lot of different version of arrangement and put it in the film. And then of course Jackie will see, should be some music. Let's say it's a minute of fighting. So we write the score and then we record it first. And then we put it in the film, dub it in the film. Exactly the timing. Long time ago, they borrow some music from classical music or whatever. They just put it in. But when we started the CASH, the Composer and Author Association, and then they have to buy the canned music, and then we can use it in the film. But mostly, they write music at the last 20 years. Project A is about the pirates, right? The ships, So we have to research quite a lot of Hollywood film. To listen to the mood, what is if the ship go out, with the water, so we make it very grand, the air, you see. So we have to do a lot of research in the arrangement. I think it's Sam Go at that time. Jackie also have an assistant. Actually, he's a director. So they think it's a very good idea to something like push in a jukebox. So you can put something like like that kind of music. It's quite funny. Always Jackie the film when they fight. They also have a little bit comedian things, coming in. So it good for the mood.
Left, right, left. Left and right, turn. Position up.
The story is about 1920 or something like that in Hong Kong at that time. At that time, the police they call themselves 大頭綠衣. That means they wear a big hat and the green uniform. So it's a fun movie. So I would think making the theme is a march thing, like in the police things, but it's a funny mood. So we think of a melody in a minor tune is something like da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 ba. And so this kind of melody, so it fits in into da 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 da. So you can improvise in this melody into a exciting mood, a march mood, a light mood, funny mood, because there's a lot of funny fightings in the film. It's not very, except the last part is very exciting, real fighting. But at the first time, it's only everything is so fun. So we make the melody a little bit funny. Because at that time, Jackie got a lot of budget in music, So we use all orchestration as a real live band, real strings. So you can when you listen to the music in the film, you can feel it, and you can if you know the music, you know everything is acoustic sound, It's not by synthesizer. It's a full orchestration. So the sound come out very thick, very thick. And well, now the movie business is not so good, so we don't have so many budget to do it. So everybody's doing it by himself with the synthesizer. That's all. But at that time, we write all the scores down, and then record it in the studio. So we have to check the time for this scene. How long? Like a set mode, let's say 30 seconds. Exactly. So we do the music score for exact recording a 30-second things, or maybe 31-second thing, and then put it into the film, and then on the 31st second, and then we fade out a little bit, more easy to go out, more soft, At that time it's fun, We're using some Peking traditional Chinese opera. It's mostly the percussion thing, And then together with the dialogue, their dialogue is something like acting in actually they don't speak in Mandarin. It's some kind of speaking older language in some opera things, but they do it in dialogue in Cantonese. So it comes out with all the mask, the thing, and then it comes out like a Chinese traditional opera thing, put into new elements. And then they fight, So we use the old thing, like I think many of the Choi film are also using this kind of percussion thing in his famous movie, something like the clave, and then some little round thing called tong lo in Chinese, and then come out the sound quang 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 short, very short sound, Quang, 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 quang. It's a kind of a Chinese opera thing. So we adapt this into that scene. So we will arrange it into all different, because the same melody, you can put in different chords. The chords, you can improvise into the harmony things, So you can put a minor chords, minor harmony, or major melody. Major chords is more for a warm thing, very warm. A minor chords is more sad thing. So you have to adapt all the different chords into the melody, and then you write it out, and then record it. It's very suitable. Sometimes you can be, if you want to present the actor is very lonely, so you can use just a very simple instrument, or maybe one violin, or in Chinese instrument you use one yiwu. So it gives you a lonely mood. So if you just warm, so you mostly we use string for warm things. We listen to a lot of Hollywood big composer, and then we can feel the mood like a ship, the big oceans, and then we would give them a very something like very romantic beginning, and then come out things come out. It's very hard to explain. You have to see the movie. Oh, that's come always check his movie because we will always go to the scene and then see his acting. 100 people, grand, very grand. So at that time I was there, and then Jackie said, "Okay, you shoot a few shots, something like parking the car." It's only took me about half day, but how they move the car I don't know because I go already. When Jackie want to do the police story, and then we write the theme song first. It's a vocal theme song. Bum, 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 bum. Da-da. I think when you listen to this, everybody in Hong Kong, they know it's a police report or whatever, it's a police story. And then he sings first, sings the melody first. And then we develop the melody in a slow, moody version. We can do it in any kind of a mood. So once, just like a Hollywood film, right? So they can have a theme. So put in your head every time, even the slow mode. You can do it. La da da, la da da, la da da. That's a sad mood, right? You can rearrange it into every kind of mood to fit into the film. So people like this song. He would suggest, the melody or the lyrics. The lyrics he would suggest, but not in the music score. He's not very familiar with music.
子，拼出一生痴，流汗血，盡赤心，追尋大意義。生命作賭注，留下了英雄故事。憂患見骨氣，昂步顧盼似醒獅，衝前去，全部得失只有全心知。跨步上，雲上我要去寫，明知。
It's something about yourself. You should be a righteous man, about righteous, you know. It's something like give up yourself to the community or something like. It's very aggressive, you know. So, well, you have to translate it. Police star thing is a little bit more modern, you know, like so we put in a kind of beat, you know, something like bam, bam, bam. So it gives you a little bit chase and a little bit like exciting music, you know. So we composed the melody first for Jackie to sing the song, and then we put all the different mood into the melody. So I always think is the melody is very important. Like you see the foreign film. So like John Williams, they always have a tune to remind you all the time that that's the theme music. So we have to do something like that. I think the Hong Kong police they wreck because I think Jackie is do some police, not police work. I think he recruit some police. So he suggests to use the theme song for recruiting. Remember, I forgot he did ride in a motorcycle, you know, and then to recruit the Hong Kong people to join the police force. So from now on, from that time on, all about the police things, they use the theme song.